Hello, Internet. Alright, so you're probably wondering where I've been, why this thing looks exactly like it did the last time you saw it, why my shop's a mess, why all of that. Well, I have just finished, busting through the biggest brick wall I've hit since I started my Internet Maker career. Let me explain. Okay, story time. When I started working on Mark II, I envisioned a very, very linear process that would take me from styrofoam pattern made on CNC machine, Mark I, cast in aluminum using lost foam casting for a part like this. My long-term fans will remember the struggle to achieve this on Gab. And then I realized that was just absolutely unrealistic. I was going to have to prototype. I was prototyping everything in foam, and I couldn't see how any of it was going to work because, well, I'd have to cast it all in aluminum and then cut it up and recast it, and it just wasn't going to be a efficient way to do this. And then I remembered that I've got an Ender 3 Pro, which is a gift from a very generous supporter of this channel. What could I do with that? Now, link in the description below, YouTube channel, Nathan Builds Robots. He did a video of him using the new Bondtech CHT high volume nozzles to get very thick layer line prints. He was going up to 1.8 millimeter layer thickness. I've found that with the cooling setup that I've got on my Ender 3, which is admittedly not stock any longer, the best I could do was 0.8 millimeters. Upgrading the cooling, I could maybe go a little thicker, but that's for later. Anyway, what immediately began happening with just a nozzle shift was the prints started layer shifting, and I was getting these spaghetti messes, prints that just went nowhere, that wouldn't finish, all of this. And it took a lot of tweaking, both to the slicer and to the machine itself. The flexible print surface is out. It's now a spring steel PEI coated bed clipped to the heated bed. There's just a ton of stuff I've had to do to that machine to get it, and well, to get it to this point. And at this point, it was still shifting and even knocking the prints right off of the bed. And what I've found was happening was the support material is printing first, and it's a little higher, and the print head's hitting it, and I couldn't figure out how to fix it. So what I ended up doing was taking my file, which is something like this, and modifying it so that it wouldn't have as much support. So what I did basically, let's see if I can, I wanted something like this. But because of the geometry of this middle piece, it was requiring support, and support was messing up the part. Lovely thing about parametric CAD is that eventually you get frustrated enough that you change the design, and then it gets rid of the support, and then the print works. Now, what this is quite literally 3 of these stacked on top of each other, not in the CAD software, but in the 3D printer software in Cura. All I did was put them one on top of each other in the correct orientation, and it prints them as a solid piece. And why is that important? I'm the worst internet maker ever. Didn't have this ready. There's our new linear bearing housing. Hello. Hey. You may notice, but a few things have changed from, like, what, 5 seconds ago? Different clothes, different hair. Oh, a couple of things. This is all that's left of Mark 1. I'm going to finish taking this apart sometime this week. It has been a real battle, but Mark II's base is finally in place. And no, I didn't film me building any of this. It just, trust me, it's just that. It's just more workbench. I did film me struggling with this. I don't know if I'm going to tack it on to the end of this video or put it into a future one, but you'll get a kick. Let's see. Anything else? Okay. So, now that we have Mark II in place and Mark I has cut out all of the pieces for Mark II, got these things. Both of the gantry arms, and we have our bearings, soon to be, and a couple of other miscellaneous little things. Now I can finally proceed on to Mark II. Oh, and you may notice that wall's a little emptier than it used to be. The computers are going into this new CNC cart that I built off camera as well. I'll be giving a rundown on this. It's the most basic thing in the world, but I'll go ahead and detail it in a future video. Anyway, all I can say is Bootstrappy's back. I know it's probably been 6 months since I had an update on this thing, but the next update's going to be a lot sooner than that. Promise. So, if you like this kind of content, I've got a merch store down in the description below. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Thank you for watching. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.